Just
Yeah.
literally by loose.
I think for me, the number one thing, and this I say, you had quite a few symptoms that stemmed really from gripping it too tight.
Yeah.
Okay, squeezing on for that golf club for dear life. The positive thing, as I said, what you were trying to do, okay, and what you were doing were exactly the same. You were trying to grip it tight to try and control the club, as you said. You were trying to keep your arms straight. You were trying to keep your head down. You were trying to do all the things that you were actually doing. The problem was what you were trying to do was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, which is fair enough, because most people, when they first take up the game of golf, believe head down, arms straight.
Yeah.
It's just the most common thing. I mean, I get dozens and dozens of times daily on the up and back down these two sims here and stuff, and hearing people hitting shots like, oh Dave, lift your head, keep your head down, keep your arms straight. The problem is, the more you keep your head down, the less your body can turn, the more your arm's going to bend. So it's actually almost a side effect of keeping the head down bends the arms. So now you're trying to do two things that physically can't go together. Okay, so if we look at the swing on the left-hand side here now, as I say, you can't see grip pressure there at all, to be fair. Unless we sort of got your muscle sort of mass and say your arms are tighter, but you can feel muscle there getting tighter. What we will see, though, in terms of a swing, both these with a hybrid, there's your backswing now with a stiffish grip and a locking of the arms. So the locking of the arms and the shorter backswing are symptoms from that tighter grip. I never once said to you today, swing the club further, did I? I just said grip the club looser, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me watch this swing now. Let's go further.
Yeah.
So things have happened now, you see.
Literally,
so the stem of just loosening up that grip, okay? I think we're going to go a bit further. Yeah, so you go. So your right arm now is starting to soften, which is great. Your left arm is staying extended, which is great. You're not locking it or keeping it straight, but the club now has gone back. I mean, percentage-wise, if we think about a circle there now, your club is here. It was, I guess, back there somewhere. I mean, you're probably that position, maybe there, probably there. So, okay, you've gone from there to there. So all the way from there to there to there to there. I don't know, 15% longer backswing.
Yeah.
Not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Okay, now maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that because I will start thinking about it. But ultimately, from your point of view, if we can create some positions,
I think I was thinking because I knew because of the L. I mean, when you doing the L's does, and the fact that the wrist is
looser.
As soon as you do a looser wrist, it was.
Well, this can soften, so now it can actually bend. The thing is, the movements can happen more naturally now. Okay, as you come into the golf ball here now, because your arms are very locked and stiff, your head looks very sort of. I mean, your head looks almost lower than your shoulder, really shrugging down there now. Coming the golf ball, hitting the ball a bit toppy, head still down, left arm now sort of pulling away from the body, all very close, and then all very narrow there. And when you finish this swing now, as you can see, kind of. You sort of take a point from your sort of right ear, pretty much back over your right foot. So your weights are hanging back here on your right side, okay?
Yeah.
Whereas this one here now being a bit looser, okay? Twisting through. Head starting to follow a bit more there now, okay? Elbows staying in a bit more. As we go through, there's your follow through position. Take your right ear and come down.
So a bit more central on that one. Not
much. But again, well, no, it's certainly more central. But the thing is, and again, I always use it in percentage-wise. Okay, you've increased your backswing by 15%, and you move from kind of there to about there. Now, in an ideal world, you want to probably get to about here. So it's only a little bit more in terms of movement to go to the left, but this amount of movement from me there to there is enough, because if you did too much too early, we'd miss the ball. Because you'd be so far away from kind of where your comfort zone is, you'd be like, well, where is that? I have no idea where the club is now in relation to the ball, and you'd have a nightmare. At least now we can make some contact with the golf ball. You can make a better move. Your body's able to rotate a lot more efficiently now. So you watch this swing here now. There's a lot more sort of fluid motion to that golf swing. Okay, the swing's a lot longer and more free-flowing, just because of the tension and the grip being reduced. So we can loosen that, and just again, from your point of view, at home you can practice on a welcome mat, or if you want maybe turf on the back garden you don't mind making a sort of contact with, just practice that hinge of the wrist on the way back, L to there, as you come through the L on the way through. Now it's always going to be a bit narrow on the way through to start with, okay? That's probably about level with your chest there. So there's your arm there. Pretty extended, okay? Left arm softening down nicely, and the club is kind of there. So, yeah, you're not far away in fairness, okay? Just a little bit more sort of softening and just allowing the arms and the wrist to kind of release into the golf ball. That'll increase your club head speed. Square your club face up. As we said, if you pull your arms hard, you leave the club face behind, you leave the club face open, and leave the club in the air. So top slices are just going to be the number one shot you're going to have, or topping it. And then when you top the golf ball, what do people say? Keep your head down. Keep your head down, and then you top it again. Oh, your left arm bent. Well, it will bend if you're back here somewhere, because it has to fold eventually. They see your elbow sort of sticking out, they're called chicken wings and all this kind of stuff.
Sort of hunching and
exactly,
you're shrugging, and then
exactly.
and you're shrugging up in order to hit. That's what I'm doing in order to try and hit it to make sure I don't hit. Because the amount of times I hit the ground before I even get to the ball.
The thing is, I mean, if your weight is on this back foot, as we can see on here, caused partly by head staying down and your body moving in that direction, your golf swing, as I say, is basically a circle. We go back to the golf ball here now. Your golf swing is going to create a circle, okay? So that is the middle. If we sort of put a line through there, that's rough. All these lines, actually. Make it easier to see. If we got a golf swing, it's a circle. You draw the low point of that circle in the middle there. It's rough drawing there, okay? That's kind of the middle of your circle. If we roll your circle now this way, because you've leaned back on it, your low point now is behind the ball. So that red line now is hit the top of the ball. So you're going to be making contact with the ground somewhere here. So when you hit the ground in the pass, because your weight's gone this way, it's a bad thing. The problem is then, if people hit the ground and they duff it, they go, oh, that was a bad shot. I hit the ground. They go, okay, hitting the ground's a bad thing. Next shot, I'll miss the ground. And they will miss the ground. They just ping the top of the ball and it goes about 20 yards. They go, oh, that's no good. I hit the ball too heavy there. Next one, I must get under the ball. They bend their knee. They're just reacting. Club up, club down, club up, club down.
On the back foot as opposed to
definitely.
Try and keep it on
But again, being on the back foot, there's a symptom of gripping it too tight and trying to stay down. So don't try to sort of start moving your body laterally and swaying, because that will create another fault, which again comes back to what we said. When people see you doing a movement that's wrong, they'll go, oh, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. And you'll try and change everything in one go. Let's find out what's the source of the problem. Fix that. Grip pressure for me was just too tight. If someone said to you, oh, okay, I want you to keep your head down, keep your left arm straight, transfer your weight and don't swing too fast, you're thinking, hang on, there's 4 things I got to try and think of in about 2 seconds.
And that's when...
And more often than not, they're going to be wrong anyway.
It goes all to pot then. You could take 2 or 3
paralysis by analysis.
Get it right again.
And then when you do get it right, you go, which one of those 4 things did I just think about? Why did it go well? It's just a guess, isn't it? And then, of course, you go, oh, I've had enough of all those boys, sod that, give me a ball, whack. Oh, that was better, wasn't it? What did I do differently? And you don't know. And then you're in a...
think about it.
Exactly, okay? So we can take out the thought, just get yourself doing it. I mean, if you try and cure a symptom, i.e. the weight transference or the leaning back or whatever, it's not going to fix it. If you saw a guy walking down the street, he's got the flu, I said, oh, mate, stop coughing. You're going to stop coughing, is he?
No.
Give me the cure for the source of the problem. Give me antibiotics. If he's got flu, if he's got hay fever, give him antihistamines. If you've got something else, give him what he needs. Don't sort of say, don't do this or don't do that, because the reason they're doing that is because of a source of problem which comes from that, gripping it too tight. So by just loosening off that grip and just getting that feeling of the club almost swishing, now you can start swinging the club more effectively. You can allow things that you naturally do to happen better. Yeah? That all kind of makes sense. I know there's a lot we've gone through there, but I hope it sort of diagnosed some issues there in terms of what you were doing was actually going to more of a negative thing.
And it did make me think how do older people walk around playing the game like this when they're literally having a grip on for dear life?
By that whole 12, 13, 14,
how are their arms not falling off something, and women doing it? And so I was just like, I'm
doing something wrong. The thing is, if you've got pain or fatigue is kicking in early for someone who's fairly young and still physically fit, there's something wrong. Okay, now I'm not superhumanly fit, but I'm golf fit, which does help. But I exert the least amount of energy, but I use the least amount of energy I need to use to hit the golf ball as far as I need to. So when I play a game of golf, I walk off the 18th green now as well as I feel on the first tee. Hence why I can do these like 100-hole challenges in a day, because I'm not using up energy squeezing onto. If you do that with your arm, then almost getting shaky. Just tense your arm for 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm
it's going to bloody hurt after a while.
Like I'm going to bed, I'm having a nap sort of thing.
Exactly.
Like,
and you're thinking, this just can't be right.
It's 3.5 hours to get around a golf course. And it's not like I don't go to the gym.
Yeah, a marathon. Exactly. I mean, you do burn calories, but at the same time, it shouldn't be
walk,
exactly. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Cool.